Well, good morning, my friends. So here's my encouragement and my word for today. So Jesus Christ said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. That is a very, very exclusive statement on purpose, because the gospel of Jesus Christ is exclusive. You cannot get to heaven and have eternal life. You cannot get to the Father except through Jesus Christ, who says he is the way, he's truth, and he is life. And then later on, Jesus says he is the light of the world. That means he brings illumination everywhere he goes. Darkness is exposed, and he can be seen clearly for who he is. But then it's interesting, Jesus goes on and talks to his disciples, and he says, you are now the light of the world. You are the salt of the earth. So his intention is to pass on the baton to his disciples and say, now you are the light. Everywhere you go, you are to bring illumination so people can see clearly. See what? See that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. That's why we've been given his Spirit. In Acts chapter 2, the Spirit of God poured out so we can actually be that. We can be the salt of the earth. We can be the light of the world. We can show who Jesus Christ is. We can demonstrate it. We can prove it. But then it goes on in Acts chapter 9, verse 2, which I find interesting, is there's an unbelievers that are now saying the disciples, the new move, if you want to call it that, were called the way. It's interesting because that's a prophetic declaration of what Jesus intended us to be. And this is coming from unbelievers. This is not Christians that are calling them the way. This is unbelievers who call the Christians the way, which is basically the same term that is used for Jesus, the way, the truth, and the life. So here we are. As believers now, we have the mandate to bring illumination, which is light, salt, which means flavor and preservation, and the last thing is the way. The way to whom? The way to Jesus Christ. We as believers are to be the ones that lead people to Jesus, and he is the one who will reveal the Father. He will take them to the Father and bring them into an eternal relationship with the Father. So I pray over you today that you would be aware of the power of the Spirit of God inside of you, who's called you the way and the light and the salt.